Okay. Yep. Here we are. And I'm gonna forget which episode this is. This is episode 6 now, isn't it? Episode 6 of Ballyhoo by Infocom. It's the usual crowd are all here. Just say hello, everybody, so everybody knows that you're here. We can see you on screen, and I can check my audio.
Hello, Lee here.
Hi, it's Mondays.
Hi, Rosie here.
Hi, Woody here.
Cool. Everybody here except Mike, who, as we said previously, can't make it on Monday evenings anymore, most of the time at least. But everyone else is here, and we've got a new place to explore. We've managed to go through the turnstile to the south, which it turns out we could have done at any time, and I tested this in the interim between last week and today. You can, right from the very beginning of the game, go straight south, get the fiberglass pole, go up onto the trapeze platform, go across the high wire, get the balloon, come back down, go straight to the southern turnstile, open the balloon, breathe the helium, say hello to Harry the guard, who then lets you through the turnstile. So we literally don't need to do any of the other things. Don't even need to find the ticket and go through the eastern turnstile to Midway in order to get to where we managed to find. So
What fun would that be?
well, that is true. Although it is interesting from the point of view that it's not as if we needed to unlock anything to do this. So the stuff that we find out now here may well help us with the stuff that we've already got to, in the other areas. And we could have had whatever we're going to find here already. But here we are. We're at Camp East, the east end of the performers' camp. It is unevenly lighted by a number of glaring spotlights which ring the camp, creating a stage-like patchwork of light and dark. At the eastern end of the camp sits one lone trailer. Now, one thing, just before we go further, that I have tried, is if we try and go back north through the turnstile, it says the image of a burning bridge suddenly pops into your mind as you veer away from the turnstile. So it warns us, like if we go back through the turnstile, we won't be able to get back into the camp again. And actually, if we go north a second time, it will let us go through the turnstile and we'll be stuck there. So obviously, we're not going to do that. But that's as much as I've tried out. We don't know anything else about this area. So let's start by looking at the trailer. The trailer with its chalky aluminium siding has all the charm of a generic beer can. In contrast, the garishly painted sign hangs over both a door, which is closed, and a window. Built into the side of the trailer is some kind of baggage compartment. Okay. Read the sign. Home of Gottfried Wilhelm von Katzenjammer, Katzenjammer of the Big Cats. Okay, so we know from reading the feelies that this is the lion tamer, right?
A man with a whip.
The man with a whip, yes, the whip.
You must have a whip somewhere.
So, well, should we look at the baggage compartment?
Yeah, let's have a look at some baggage.
It's closed. Open it. It's locked. Unlock it. With the key, the compartment is now unlocked.
Woohoo!
Oh,
So
how
we had the key.
Hang on, wait,
interesting.
Did we
What key is that?
Is that the skeleton key?
It must be the skeleton key.
Oh, that's interesting.
So we would not be able to do this had we not gone and done the other stuff first.
So perhaps there is another way to get through again?
Yeah, I'm hoping that somehow we find a pass or some ability to then move freely backwards and forwards, but we certainly haven't got it yet. Or maybe this is just part of the puzzle and you have to figure out that you need to do all of that stuff in Midway in the menagerie first before you decide to go into the performance camp.
Alright, well, let's open it and see what's inside.
Opening the compartment reveals a rawhide bullwhip.
Oh, nice.
Well, that was easy. Okay. Let's just keep looking at this trailer.
Well, there's a door, isn't there?
Yep. Trailer door is closed. Trailer door is locked. However many times you flip over the key, jiggle the lock, and cajole the trailer door, you can't make the key fit the lock. Let's try knocking. Silence answers back. Okay. Can we climb on top of the trailer? No. Okay. I think that's everything that we can do with the trailer.
Under the trailer?
Okay, yeah. There's nothing eye-catching under the trailer either. Oh. This is the door which is closed and the window, so we could try opening the window. It refuses to budge. Yeah. Okay. Let's look at the whip. See nothing special about the rawhide bullwhip.
Do we want to get all horrible and break the window?
Yeah.
You've got no real reason to break into the trailer.
No, no.
Trying to break the window has no desirable effect, which is probably a generic response for things that are not meant to be broken.
Have you tried going south?
I mean, I could say break whip, for example. Trying to break the whip doesn't do anything. Break key accomplishes nothing. Yeah, it's all part of a set of similar responses. So I'm not sure what the exits are. Let me just put what we know in the map. So there's a trailer with a compartment which contains a bullwhip. There's also a sign, a door, and a window. Okay. Let's go south. A fence blocks your way. So we're at the eastern end of the camp, so presumably there's a western end. So let's go camp west. You're in the west end of the performers' camp. It's unevenly lighted by a number of glaring spotlights which are in the camp, etc. At the northern border of the camp there is a pleated canvas wall, on either side of which runs the fence that was meant to keep you out. To the south you see the long side of a dilapidated trailer which sits off kilter.
What is it trying to keep us out of?
This area, I guess.
Yeah.
The fence that was meant to keep us out, but we've managed to get through by impersonating Tom Thumb. The canvas wall is deeply shadowed by its many pleats.
Yeah, so I wonder whether this is something else we could get under.
Yeah, let's try crawl under wall.
Oh, wait, because we might end up out of the... yeah.
I've done it already.
Yeah.
Can you crawl back under again?
I imagine so, because this would then be the way, the bypass. And maybe you can't do this. A bit like I tried this by going into underneath the grandstand and trying before we find the ticket, or before we use the ticket to get to Midway, and you can't. But once you do get to Midway and go through it from Midway to the inside of the big tent, you can then go back to Midway by crawling underneath.
Yeah.
So I assumed that this was the prop tent. You make your way through the pleats, and just inside the tent you notice a small piece of wood on the ground. Inside prop tent. Okay.
There's a piece of wood on the ground.
Yeah, look at wood. Get wood. You have, okay, Oh no. Get wood. You have just encountered that brief instant of time between the realization that you've caused yourself excruciating pain and the actual onslaught of such pain, during which time most people speak with exclamation points and, well, say things like,
Mousetrap?
it's not making a joke out of the phrase "get wood," is it? What? I don't understand.
It is an American game, isn't it?
Inventory. Come on, your grandmother gets angrier than that.
Oh wait, it's saying, what would we say?
Yeah.
So it's saying during which time most people would speak with exclamation points and say things like
F. The game wants us to swear.
I don't know. I mean, if I say fucking hell, it says easy there. You're jeopardizing our G rating.
rat.
How?
Fudge.
Ow.
Yeah.
No, no, no. You must feel the roll. What the hell? Ouch. Bravissimo, once more now with feeling. Ouch.
Exclamation mark, exclamation mark.
Oh,
Capitals.
ouch, exclamation mark. No, it doesn't know ouch now. Cut, okay, that's a wrap. I said it with capitals. Okay, I can now... You have a mousetrap. On the mousetrap, you see a cheese morsel. Okay. All right. We've got 80 points.
Do we need to get a mouse to scare the elephant?
Yes, I'm thinking the same.
Okay, yeah, very nice.
Nice.
So do you want to crawl back under the wall again to see what was
Yeah,
to the
let's see
south?
if we can do that. Well, let's just look. Okay, we're in the prop tent. Oh, hey, I did also play around with a midget automobile a little bit because I don't know if you remember, but the prop tent had the gorilla suit, which it turns out doesn't have a head, is a 3H gorilla suit, which stands for heavy, hairy, and headless.
Is that what it tells you when you examine the gorilla suit?
Yeah, I mean, I think, do we have... Oh, no, we don't, because it's still over in Menagerie. But yes, if you look at it, just look at suit, it says it's a 3H gorilla suit, which stands for heavy, hairy, and headless. So it's no wonder that Marla looked at us like we were mental.
The description for the inside prop tent now includes the fact that you can go south.
Oh, it does. To the shadowy south is where you pass through the pleats of the canvas wall. So this is it. We can now freely go backwards and forwards. I guess you have to do it once to know.
Makes sense.
Yep. But yeah, so there's the cardboard cutout of Taft, the headless gorilla suit, and this midget automobile, which we kind of ignored first time round. If we look at it, it says the tiny car, just a slice of lemon, is in pretty bad shape. It smells of gasoline and burnt oil. We can look in car. It says it's a one-seater sporting only an ignition switch on the dashboard. We can say get in car. It says only a basket case or a child would fit in there. So it's really small. Presumably Tom Thumb drives it. It has an ignition switch. So look at ignition. You see nothing interesting. Switch on ignition. Flick switch. The midget car chugs violently for a couple of seconds, lets out a big bang, and then dies. You can't look at the engine.
We did get 10 points somewhere. Was that for getting the mousetrap?
Either for getting the mousetrap or getting into the tent from the performers area.
I wonder whether the car's out of fuel.
Yeah, it's either out of fuel. I mean, it smells of gasoline and burnt oil. It's in pretty bad shape. It's like it needs fixing. So keep an eye out for...
Can you try fix car?
Don't know. Fix, repair, car. No.
Men? I mean, maybe
Doesn't know gas.
maybe it doesn't need any of these things. Maybe it's just telling us it doesn't work.
Yeah, I mean, it could be a red herring. I mean, it's a slice of lemon, right? I mean, isn't that like what clown cars are always like? They always sputter about and then fall to pieces, intentionally, right? It's the gag. So maybe it's exactly as it's supposed to be.
What does it? When it says a slice of lemon, is that like a joke on the fact that it's a lemon, i.e., a crap car?
Yeah, but I think it's probably also shaped like a lemon. I don't know. I'm guessing. We can't. I don't think we can push it anywhere. Pushing the midget car doesn't do anything. Get car, fiddly-dee, rot rubbish figs. So we can't do that either.
Can we fix the car? Did you say that? Oh, you put repair.
Yeah, I did fix and repair and mend, but no.
Yeah.
Mousetrap is not set. There's a bit of cheese in the trap. So presumably we can set the trap. Shall I do that? I'm just gonna.
I was just thinking maybe just before you put it down.
We need to put it in the right be in the right location for that, wouldn't we?
Yeah.
I think so.
Painstakingly, you set the trap. The mousetrap is set. There's a bit of cheese in the trap. So we need to find somewhere where there might be a mouse. We'll crawl back under the wall. The rough-hewn canvas is abrasive as you pass through. We're back in Camp West.
Was there nothing else to look at in the prop tent? Can we not look around?
There was nothing else, no. There
No?
was Taft, the gorilla suit, and the midget car.
Okay.
Okay, so Camp West.
Salmon trailer, I guess.
Oh, this is not droopy tent anymore, is it? This is a prop tent. We did note it, yeah. Midget automobile, gorilla suit, William Howard Taft. So there's that connection there. There's that. Okay. We could try going west. No, we can't. So to the south you see the long side of a dilapidated trailer which sits off kilter. This must be the clowns. It's a vintage model that's seen plenty of bad road. The door, which is closed, appears warped. Look at door. You can see that the door is warped slightly along its edge. It's locked.
Does that mean we can lever the door open somehow? If it's warped?
Or lift it,
Yeah.
pull
Well,
it.
it could be that we can look through the crack.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, maybe there's a mouse then.
And all you can see is that the trailer door is closed. Knock on door. Chuckles pops his head out from behind the trailer door and shades his eyes to look at you. Beat it, lot lice, he says, withdrawing into the trailer and closing the door.
We have a clown mask.
We do.
And a gorilla suit.
One deception at a time.
Silence answers back.
Ah,
Do you think we have one chance?
yeah, maybe. Oh, that seems harsh, doesn't it?
Yeah.
How would you
Does.
know?
I mean... Chuckles pops his head out from behind the trailer door and squints at you through a layer of cold cream, then flings the door open. He withdraws into the trailer.
Okay,
Well
we're in.
done. Yeah.
We're part of the team.
You step up into the trailer. Clown Alley. The gut of the trailer exposes the underside of circus life. Grungy costumes strewn about, crooked and cracked mirrors, the musty odour of fresh makeup mingled with clown sweat infusing the air. Against the wall is a row of cramped-looking bunks, and running from the floor to one upper bunk is a small ladder. You can see an ashtray sitting on the lower bunk. Chuckles the clown is leaning in front of a mirror removing his makeup. Sitting on the upper bunk with his arms folded and legs swinging is Comrade Thumb. So this is Clown Alley. Comrade Thumb and an ashtray.
And a small ladder. And
And a small ladder.
I don't know whether that's just description. I'm sure it'd be harsh to take the ladder. Would Conrad Thumb get stuck?
It's not takeable. Chuckle speaks. Sorry about the door, Malcolm, but Johnny Tinplate's out there nosing around. Close it, will you?
Okay.
Oh, they think we're Malcolm.
Yeah, do we know who Malcolm is?
Yeah.
Didn't that name come up? I think the name Malcolm came up somewhere. I don't remember where though. Maybe it was in the Feelies somewhere. But presumably we're wearing Malcolm's mask. Malcolm must have dropped it.
What has happened to Malcolm?
Indeed. Okay, let's look at the ashtray. You can see a heap of black ash in the ashtray. Let's just hope he doesn't find the grift. Johnny Tinplate's out there nosing around. I just hope he doesn't find the
Do we
grift.
know what grift is?
Yeah.
Well, a grift is like a scam. Usually, like grifters are con artists.
Oh yeah, do we think they've nicked the girl?
Yeah.
Who's Johnny Tinplate?
Yeah.
If you speak, are you going to give yourself away, I wonder?
It's possible. Johnny has two ends. Well, let's ask Johnny.
Oh, I've just looked it up. It's circus name for a small town constable or marshal.
A grift?
No,
Oh,
a
no, Johnny
Tinplate.
Tinplate. Oh yeah, there's that little glossary, isn't there?
Yeah, so that's like the detective.
Ah. Or, I mean, is it the detective or is this the police? Small town.
Yeah, could be the police. Yeah.
Although he doesn't involve the police, has he? So maybe it is the detective.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Oh, of course, the clown mask muffles our words.
So, okay, so it actually stops you from.
It actually stops us from giving. That's a good, a clever way of. Although you do wonder. Well, I guess Malcolm could have been a mute clown. There are lots of mute clowns.
So, do you want to ask him through the medium of mime?
There's a heap of black ash in the ashtray.
Examine ash.
Whoa. Look at black ash. The ash by its jet blackness does not appear to be the remnant of tobacco. It'll be okay unless somebody tips him off about shoving Annie Oakley under the old front by the elephant tent. His voice suddenly halts. Chuckles whirls around, strips you of your disguise, and you're suddenly eye to eye with a very unhappy clown whose grease paint, red horseshoe smile practically melts off his face. Chuckles seizes you by the scruff of your neck, and the irate clown hustles you out of the trailer. Oh, they've shoved Annie Oakley under the old front by the elephant tent.
Is that who are we looking for?
Annie Oakley.
Is that right?
Chelsea, no, Annie Oakley.
Oh, we're looking for Charlie. Yeah.
Annie Oakley was a sharpshooter, right? I mean, she was a famous sharpshooter in P.T. Barnum's circus in real life. She used to like hit targets whilst riding backwards on horses. And is Annie Oakley one of the performers? Has anybody got the feelies up?
And so they've also destroyed something. They've burnt something.
No.
Yeah.
Something. A letter, perhaps, or.
Yeah, something. I thought for a second that maybe Comrade Thumb would be positively disposed to us because we helped him drink, but of course we weren't wearing the clown mask at the time, so he doesn't know that it was us.
Nobody would have known us when we were revealed.
Maybe, but then it's too late. We're already thrown out.
Yeah.
But I think maybe. Oh, we've got 90 points. Look, we got another 10 maybe for getting into the trailer. But I think I suspect that this is what's supposed to happen. I think you go in there. There's not a lot you can do, and this conversation just happens, and you find out about Annie Oakley, and then they throw you out. So I guess armed with that new piece of information, we should go and have a look at that hoarding next to the elephant tent.
Okay.
Can't see anything about Annie Oakley in any of the feelies.
Really? Okay.
Well, they had to take her out of the promotional material, didn't they? Because,
She's gone missing. I was looking at those yesterday, I think, and I couldn't see where it said anything about calming the savage beast either. So maybe someone could point out to me which bit that's on.
wasn't that in the? Oh yeah. No, I don't know.
Okay, I've just gone back out through the prop tent. And it says from inside his cage, Harry calls out, "You're still around kicking sawdust, huh? Let me give a tip. Be careful, there's no telling what or who could be lurking around the lot here at night." Obviously, Harry doesn't know who we are. He just hears somebody, presumably a punter, because all of the performers have gone back to their tents. And he's giving us a warning about who's lurking around the circus at night.
Okay, so this is the blind guard.
Yeah.
Right.
Okay. I was just going back through to the menagerie, but I just went via the white wagon and knocked on the door. So don't remember us actually knocking on the door of the wagon. And it says Mr. Munrab pops his head out of his office, scowls at you for a moment, then withdraws, shutting the door. Not that that really means anything, but there you go. Oh, we went back through the turnstile. We're at midway entrance. Over next to the big top, you can see the rumpled form of the detective lying in the sawdust.
Oh.
I'm saving again. Oh, this is great.
It's all happening now, isn't it?
Yeah. Wearing a rumpled trench coat and still clutching the flask, the detective continues to breathe, but that's about all. His face is damp with fever. Read label. It's the usual Ballyhoo for Dr. Nostrum's pre-hydrogenated genuine preparation of naturally nitrated compound herbicide extract.
Do we think he's been drugged?
Or
Yeah,
he might be
maybe.
completely drunk.
Yeah.
Maybe he's damp with fever, though. He's been poisoned?
Or he's just drunk this horrendous thing that he bought.
So I've asked Detective about Flask. You're having as much luck as Rimshaw trying to communicate with the dead, even though the detective still lives on. Yeah, that's no good. Oh, I tell you what, though. I bet we get the ransom note.
Ah, yeah. Search him.
Yeah.
You're unable to search the coat thoroughly since the detective is wearing it. Remove coat. It's harder than trying to husk an ear of corn. You finally give up. Look in coat. No. Can't move the detective. Roll detective over. Wearing a rumpled trench coat and still clutching the flask, the detective continues to breathe, but that's about all. His face is damp with fever.
Try to take the flask.
The detective, being dead drunk, has a rigor mortis grip on it.
Have we still got a bucket of water?
Yes. We do. Pour water on detective. The cool wave of water breaks upon the detective's face with a whoosh. He comes up for air, wide-eyed and woken up. Glancing down at the flask of Dr. Nostrum's, he heaves it against the turnstile and it explodes into a cloud of acrid smoke surrounded by twinkling, flying shards of glass. Lucky no one got hurt. Rosie once more.
What have we learnt there? He's just buggered off.
He hasn't gone anywhere, I don't think.
Oh, hasn't he? Okay, thought he'd run off.
Try to talk to him again then.
Yeah.
Asking about
We also-
Chelsea.
Haven't we also learned that that dodgy drink is some kind of explosive?
Yeah, that's not really what you expect from something imbibable, is it? Ask detective about Chelsea. With much pain, slowness and remorse, the detective retrieves what looks to be a ransom note and a trade card out of the inner lining of his rumpled trench coat and lays them on the sawdust.
Ah, nice.
I'm going to read the trade card first. Oh, a replica of the trade card is included in your Ballyhoo package. Trade card. Can people see what that is? Look at the note. The note is made from letters clipped out of a newspaper. It reads, "The kid is safe and sound for now. Don't leave town without her. Stay tuned for details."
Why is some of the letters bolded?
I guess that's because it's trying to reproduce a message made of cut out newspaper letters. All the letters are a jumble of capitals and lowercase.
Can we tell the detective about the clown, or about Annie, or about what we learned from the?
Let's ask him about Munrab. As his jawbone pivots open for speech, some monstrous pain seems to ricochet off the plates of the detective's skull. He settles back into the sawdust. Okay. Annie. Just as attempting to think or speak or move is obviously causing the detective great pain. Okay. I think we've got what this is for and about. It's obviously not about the flask or what's in it, because the game has destroyed that. But it is about the card and the ransom note. The ransom note, I think the clue of the ransom note is stay tuned for details.
What, because of the radio?
Because of the radio. That's the one thing we still have, right? We have a transistor radio, but we don't have anything to tune it to, so maybe there's a clue in the note. Not obviously, is it? I mean, it's not like... I mean, we'd need at least a 3 or 4 digit number.
It does suggest that she is not kidnapped within the circus, though, doesn't it? Because it's the circus would move on without the girl. So there's someone in the town.
What did Munrab say? Oh, that it isn't an inside job. Yeah, so you're right. He said something along the lines of, you can tell from the ransom note that it can't be an inside job. Because, yeah, you're right. If the circus left...
So I'm just quoting Munrab then.
Yeah. Okay. And this card...
Although, if you'd cut a load of letters out of a newspaper and you wanted to get rid of the evidence, you might burn it.
You might burn it in an ashtray, that's true. Is the card of any use? I mean, the trade card...
I was having a look. I couldn't work out which one it was. I could see the one which is the guy who sold the potion thing. Is that
Yeah, it's a description of what it is.
Yeah.
There's another one about that stuff with just a girl on it, and it's like the advertising poster for that remedy, but I can't see how it's helpful. It's got a blonde little girl on it who's holding flowers.
Yeah. I mean, I would have thought a trade card is like a business card. I was sort of expecting this to be the detective's business card. But but obviously, I mean, unless he's just fall down drunk, someone's tried to poison his nostrum. Okay, anyway.
Well, it is 19% alcohol.
19?
19, 19.
Right. That wouldn't be enough, would it? Not unless he's a right lightweight. Okay. So facing you on the east side.
Sorry, one thing I just noticed about the little girl on the card is that she's got a red ribbon in her hair.
Oh.
Maybe that is Chelsea. I don't know.
Oh, yeah, okay. So are we basically finding places where Chelsea has been kept? She was kept in the cage next to the elephant tent, and she was kept in Marla's cage under the trapdoor. And we found her Walkman and we found her ribbon. So it says facing you on the east side. We're at Menagerie Nook. So there's the cage to the north of us that we found the Walkman in. Facing you to the east side is a big old plywood sideshow front, faded beyond recognition. It serves as the barrier wall of an enclosed structure beyond the elephant tent. We never tried crawl under wall here, did we? No, you hit your head against the wall as you attempt this. Look under front. There's nothing eye-catching under the sideshow front. Lift front. Playing in this way with the sideshow front has no desirable effect. Can't move it. Lift up front.
Can you shove it?
No. Can't push it or pull it. What did the clown say? That they pushed Annie under.
Shoved. That's why I said
Oh, shoved.
you can shove it.
Warped and faded beyond recognition.
Did you look under it, or did you just try to crawl under it?
Yeah, no, I looked under it. There's nothing eye-catching under the front. I tried crawling. Oh, crawl under front. I tried crawling under the wall. You hit your head against the sideshow front as you attempt this.
The other thing that we have unlocked to us is that because we have the whip, we can now go in with the cats.
True. We can't go up onto the cage because our arms are too full. I still think going up onto the cage, yeah, I don't know. Or maybe we just need to spook the elephant. Maybe that's what we really need to do. Maybe we need to frighten the elephant, and the elephant will stampede and knock the front over.
Can we try and loosen the mousetrap?
Where would we put the mousetrap? Where do we think that might be mice? We're inside the cage, blanketed with straw.
The other thing is now we have the whip. Can we go and direct the lions?
Yeah, that's what we just suggested.
Okay,
That's all we
sorry.
still have to
Of
do.
multitasking.
It says, what do you want to place the trap in? Place trap in straw, dropped.
Yeah, I don't know whether it will just catch a mouse no matter where you put it. I can't think. Has there been any?
I haven't been any mentions of mice, I think, no.
Is there any rubbish anywhere? Or? Oh yeah, anything that has even looked like it's been damaged or chewed or.
Oh. Oh, okay. So we actually lost the clown mask in the.
Well, okay, that kind of makes sense too.
Yeah. So that is a one-use item. That's what it's for.
One of the feelies I just read tells you what was it? Grift.
Oh yeah.
And it's illegal gambling.
Okay. Huh.
I mean, we've got £12.81.
We can go gamble.
They're not going to let us sit at their table, though, are they? Okay. I mean, I think we put the meat in the tunnel already, didn't we?
Oh yeah.
We have the stool.
So that we can just use the whip to try to get them away from the grate so that we can open it.
Yeah. Let's go try it. Let's see what we can do. Where are we? Menagerie, north. Detective is still there. Wow. Okay. I don't know how to use the stool, but let's try whip. Let's whip the smooth lion. As the whip cracks just inches above the smooth-bodied lion's hide, the puzzled animal scratches to a halt in front of the grate. Leaning back on its haunches, the lion flexes its forepaws. The shaggy lion keeps pacing nervously back and forth around the den, never letting out of its sight. Okay, so we've managed to position the smooth one in front of the grate. Whip shaggy lion. Following the whip's backlash, the shaggy lion makes a powerful leap towards you, its full weight bowling you over. You have died. Well, not quite died. The doctors do what they can, but as the debts rise and the prognosis dips, you take the only avenue left and sell yourself to the circus. As the human armadillo, you enjoy top billing as a popular midway attraction. Blah-de-blah-de-blah-de-blah-de-blah. Okay.
Well done for saving, sir.
Yeah.
Can we hold stool and crack whip at lion?
Yeah. I don't know what to do with the stool. Your hold stool, you already have it. Wave stool. Absolutely insane.
I just kind of envisage holding the stool in one hand.
I know, yeah.
And the whip in the other.
I get you. I mean, I wonder if you're supposed to whip one of them and stool the other. So I'm gonna whip the shaggy one first. Oh, the shaggy one just doesn't like it. The shaggy one is a non-whippable lion. Okay. Let's just double test this. Whip shaggy lion. Yeah, doesn't like it. Okay, so you need to stool that one.
Would we crack the whip
Oh, we could try.
rather than just direct whipping a lion?
The quietude is shattered by an ear-splitting crack. The musty scent of rawhide drifts into your nostrils. Both lions continue pacing nervously. I'm going to stool a lion. Let's stool the shaggy one.
Push lion with stool or something.
Yeah.
Use stool on.
Give stool to shaggy lion. As the stool falls to the sawdust, the shaggy beast lets out a gaping yawn. With your open view of its choppers, this is only a little less intimidating than a roar. Okay. What was the suggestion with the stool?
Use stool with shaggy lion.
I don't think it isn't.
Okay.
Yeah, it doesn't know use at all.
I'm starting to wonder whether we should have given the meat to the shaggy lion.
Yeah.
I mean, it makes a lot of sense.
I don't think so.
Trying to lure it into the. I mean, it let us put the meat in there, didn't it? So it seems reasonable. So now can we open the grate?
I'm going to whip the smooth one twice. The snap, the lion performs an obedient rollover, flecking its hide with sawdust. The smooth body line is still blocking access. I'm just going to do it again. The smooth-bodied lion cowers, does a couple of nervous pirouettes, then jaunts off to the side of the lion's den, where it hunkers down and lets out a huge yawn. Open grate. Using the stool as a barrier against the shaggy lion, you're able to reach it. The rusty grate slides up, jamming into place. The lions seem eager to go after the meat, but your presence here is making them hesitate.
Yeah, just move,
Yeah.
Open door. As you exit the den, the lions slink out through the open grate. Close grate. The rusty grate slides down to the ground. We've done it.
Yeah, no points.
The closed rusty grate leads to a passage going away from the round cage. You can see that it is empty up to the point where it extends outside of the big top. It was closed at the end, right? Like we haven't
Yeah.
Yeah.
There were bars and.
You haven't just ushered lions out into the... Okay. Look, understand. You tilt up the lion stand and see a cigarette case which you pick up. This is what we've done all of this for, is to look underneath the lion stand. Okay.
And they got us points.
And that's where we get the points. Okay.
Nice.
It is gilded with gold leaf and shows intricate design work on its face. Open it. Look in case. It's empty. What? Okay.
I wonder if this is something we can give to Andrew Jenny.
Smells
Look,
just
can you
like...
look at the design?
mean, I guess we can try giving it to Andrew Jenny.
So someone who's in a position to own a gold leaf cigarette case was under the lion stand?
I dropped it there.
Oh yeah, but what were they doing under there?
Maybe it's another of Chelsea's things, and that's why they kept Chelsea. She had a ribbon in her hair, she had a Walkman, and she had a 20 a day habit.
There's no trap door or something.
Yeah,
there,
not
is there,
good.
or
Would you go back in and look for a trapdoor?
Yeah.
Look
Okay.
more thoroughly, yes.
There's literally just a lion stand here. Here, inside the round cage, you stand in a dingy indoor twilight surrounded by a panorama of closely spaced bars. The cage door that you're still keeping an eye on is to the east. Built into the southern side of the round cage, there is a square grate which is lowered, blocking some sort of passage. There's a lion stand here. Search den. You find nothing unusual.
Would you
Search.
getting on it, by the way?
You're now on it.
Does the radio work?
Nope.
Okay, we are done.
Can I go now?
Sorry, go on.
I'm just closing the door because I'm polite. I mean, we now have a cigarette case. Andrew Jenny is our only lead. Not
Do
much
we
of a
know
lead, is it?
Do we know if anybody smokes?
The clown, there's an ashtray in the clown, but I don't remember anybody smoking in particular. Honestly, putting the ticket into the slot every time we go between connection and midway entrance is a right pain. No, you can't interact with him. Okay. Give. Save. To Andrew or Jenny? No. No. That's an interesting response. I said ask Andrew about Annie, and it says a long silence tells you that Andrew isn't interested in talking about your ticket.
Well, if we,
That's weird. Isn't it?
yeah. Well,
Annie Oakley. Is an Annie Oakley a ticket? Can someone check the glossary? Does Annie Oakley mean something?
Where's the glossary?
In the feelies, isn't there a bit that kind of describes what grift is and what
Oh, okay. I'll have a look.
tin hat Jack is or whatever it was.
In circus lingo, an Annie Oakley is a ticket.
So they pushed a ticket under the hoarding. I feel like now we know it's there, we should be able to get it.
Surely.
last task of the day. See if we're going to get the ticket.
We already have a ticket. Guess what, guys?
Yeah.
Do you want to see if there's a mouse?
It's 8 o'clock.
Yeah.
Damn it.
You're just going to let the mouse live for another week, are you?
There's no mouse here. We have no idea where there might be a mouse either. But that's it. I mean, we've done loads, right? We've earned 30 points in this single session. And we only we've stuck now, but we have a whole week to think about it, so
Yeah, good work, guys.
it'll be great. Nice job.
Well done.
Good one.
Very good.
All right. Cheers, everybody.
Bye.
Bye.
Great
Bye.
one. Thanks for